Welcome, everyone. This is not just another English learning video. This is an honest, emotional, and powerful guide for anyone who is learning English on their own. Maybe you're learning without a teacher. Maybe you don't attend any classes. Perhaps you don't even have an environment where you can speak English often. Maybe you've tried everything before, downloaded apps, followed pages, joined online groups, yet when the time comes to speak, your mind goes blank, your mouth feels frozen, and suddenly you feel small and helpless. I understand that struggle. I've felt that way myself. I know what it's like to sit alone and wonder, why is everyone else speaking better than me? Why am I still not fluent? What's wrong with me? But let me reassure you, you are not broken. Your brain is not the problem. Your background, your accent, your age, your country, none of that matters. What truly matters is this: your daily practice, your discipline, and the methods you use. In this video, I'm going to show you how to master English on your own, without a class, without a teacher, and without downloading yet another app. And no, I'm not going to bore you with grammar lessons. Instead, I'm going to share with you real-life techniques that work, techniques that I have personally seen change lives, and that will change yours too, if you stay consistent. This is the truth that no one tells you. Not influencers, not teachers, not courses, because so many people out there are trying to sell you something. But I want to give you something valuable, a system that works, a voice that believes in you, and a video you'll remember forever. So, take a deep breath, open your ears, and most importantly, open your heart. Listen carefully to this video until the very end, and I promise, by the time you finish, you won't feel confused, weak, or alone anymore. And if this video helps you even a little, please subscribe to our channel and share in the comments. I'm ready to master English alone. Now, let's dive in. Building a mindset, not a schedule. Let me start with a hard truth. Fluency in English doesn't begin with grammar. It begins with belief. Every English learner, especially those who are learning alone, often ask me, how many hours should I study every day? Should I study in the morning or at night? How much grammar do I need to learn? My answer is always the same. Forget about your schedule. Forget about trying to get every rule of grammar right. What you need to focus on is your mindset. Here's why this matters. You can create the perfect study timetable. You can plan to study from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Download every English app. Watch countless English videos. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can actually become fluent in English, all of that effort will be in vain. If you still think that you're not good enough, if you tell yourself, I'll never speak like a native speaker, or I'm too old to learn, then no amount of study will help you. Your brain will block your progress, fear will stop you from speaking, doubt will hinder your growth. So what's the solution? You need to build a new identity for yourself. You need to tell yourself, I am not just learning English, I am living in English. I am not a learner, I am a speaker. This is the mindset of ownership. Let's talk about how to apply this in your life. Start by not waiting for a scheduled study time. Every moment is an opportunity to practice English. Whether you're walking, thinking, cooking, or even daydreaming, make English a part of your daily life. When you make a mistake, don't stress. Instead, smile and accept it. Mistakes are part of the learning process. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Stop thinking, I am bad at English. Start thinking, I am getting better every day. The biggest mistake most learners make is thinking that if they study 2 hours every day, they'll be fluent in 6 months. The truth is, time doesn't make you fluent. Consistency does. So from today, Commit to having no zero English days. Even if you only speak 3 sentences to yourself, watch one short video and repeat one line, or write a tiny paragraph. It's enough. English is not just a subject to be studied. It's a skill that grows with daily practice. So remember, you don't need a rigid schedule. What you need is a system. You need daily action and belief in yourself even when no one else believes in you. Because you are not just learning English, you are transforming into someone who thinks in English, speaks without fear, and learns without limits. Mindset is more important than grammar. So don't just study English, live in it. Speak it every day, even if no one is listening. Never let a day go by without practicing. Believe that you are not just trying to speak English, you are already a speaker. Talk to yourself. You don't need a speaking partner to practice English. Yes, you heard that correctly. If you're waiting for someone else to speak with you, you will be waiting forever. Waiting for the perfect English-speaking friend, the ideal partner, or the right situation is just another form of procrastination. The truth is, you already have the best English partner in the world. That partner is you. Your mouth isn't waiting for someone else to speak to. It's simply waiting for you to give it permission to speak. Your brain isn't scared of English, it's scared of judgment. But when you talk to yourself, there's no one around to judge you. There's no one to laugh, no one to correct you, and no one to stop your flow. What does that mean for you? It means you can practice English without fear. When you speak to yourself in English, you are building fluency. You are practicing real speech in real situations. And the best part is, you're doing it without pressure. You are creating a space where your confidence can grow, where your tongue can memorize the words, and your brain can develop the muscle of automatic thinking. Think of it like this. You don't learn to ride a bicycle by reading a book. You learn to ride it by actually getting on the bike and moving. Similarly, you don't learn to speak English by simply watching videos. You learn to speak by speaking, even if it's just to yourself. Even whispering counts. Speaking in your mind counts. Speaking in front of the mirror counts. Every little moment is progress. How can you start? Let me introduce you to something I call the 4WD method. Just like a four-wheel drive car moves smoothly on every road, this system will make your English progress unstoppable. Each wheel represents one simple habit that you can do anywhere, anytime, even if you're learning alone. These habits are listen, repeat, record, and reflect. Let's start with the first wheel. Listen. Every fluent speaker you've ever admired was once a great listener. Listening is not passive. It's the most powerful form of training your brain for rhythm, tone, and emotion. Don't just listen to understand the words. Listen to how the words are said. Listen to the pauses, the speed, the emotion. Your ears are your first teachers. Start small. Pick one short video, podcast, or even an English short story every day. Listen to it with full focus, without subtitles first, then with subtitles later. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Your brain is learning sound patterns. You're absorbing the music of English, not just its meaning. Slowly, you'll begin to recognize phrases, tones, and natural flow. The second wheel is repeat. This is where your voice starts to train itself. Shadowing is your best friend. When you listen to a native speaker, repeat exactly what they say, in the same rhythm, same tone, same energy. You're not copying, you're training your mouth, tongue, and breathing to move like an English speaker. Repeat again and again until it feels natural. This is not about perfection. This is about building fluency muscle memory. Think of it like learning a song. At first, you forget the lyrics, miss the beat, or sound awkward. But after several repetitions, it becomes automatic. Your mouth starts speaking before your brain even plans it. That's how fluency is built, not through memorizing grammar, but through repetition. Now, the third wheel is record. This one is uncomfortable, but it's powerful. Record yourself speaking every day. Read a paragraph, describe your day, or answer a random question in English. Then, listen to your recording carefully. Don't judge yourself harshly. Listen to your pronunciation, your confidence, your pauses. This is how professionals improve, through self-feedback. When you hear your own voice, you'll notice patterns. Maybe you speak too fast. Maybe you use the same words again and again. Maybe your tone sounds flat. Recording helps you fix that. You start becoming aware of your speaking habits, and awareness is the first step to improvement. Over time, you'll be shocked by your own progress when you compare old recordings to new ones. And the fourth wheel, reflect. Reflection means asking yourself one powerful question every day. What did I learn today? Most people study without reflecting. They consume English videos and forget everything within hours. But when you reflect, you transfer what you've learned from short-term memory into long-term memory. You make the learning stick. Reflection doesn't take long. Just 2 minutes at the end of the day is enough. Think of one phrase you learned, one mistake you corrected, or one sentence you understood better than before. Say it out loud. Write it down. Feel proud. That's how you keep growing, by recognizing small wins. Fluency is not one giant leap. It's 1,000 small steps forward. Now let's talk about the emotional side of learning English alone. There will be days when you feel lazy, confused, or hopeless. You might think, I've been practicing for months and I still sound bad. But remember this, you're not failing, you're forming. Every small effort is shaping your brain, training your mouth, and building your fluency beneath the surface. Growth in language is invisible at first. You can't see it happening day by day. But one random morning, you'll start a conversation and everything will flow. You'll realize your brain has been quietly preparing you all along. That's why consistency matters more than motivation. Motivation gets you started. Consistency keeps you moving even when you don't feel like it. So when you don't feel motivated, rely on discipline. When you don't feel confident, rely on your daily habits. Remember the 4WD method. Listen, repeat, record, reflect. That's your English vehicle, your unstoppable engine for fluency. Drive it every day. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, it's enough to keep the engine running and your confidence growing. Fluency doesn't come from motivation. It comes from maintenance. So maintain your practice like brushing your teeth. It's not exciting, but it's necessary. And once you make English part of your lifestyle, it stops feeling like work. It becomes a rhythm, a habit, a part of who you are. That's when English stops being a subject. It becomes your second skin. If you've made it this far, I want you to pause and appreciate yourself. Most people give up after the first week. You didn't. You're still here, learning, improving, pushing through. That means you already have what it takes to become fluent. You just need to stay consistent, stay patient, and stay kind to yourself during this journey. You're doing better than you think. And if you truly want to master English alone, remember this: you're never actually alone. Every word you speak, every video you watch, every mistake you make is bringing you closer to millions of learners around the world doing the same thing. You're part of a global community of dreamers, and that makes you stronger than you realize. You've come this far. Don't stop now. Keep practicing. Keep shadowing. Keep listening. Keep speaking. You've got this. And before you go,
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because this journey doesn't end here. We have many more lessons, stories, and motivational talks coming your way to make you unstoppable. Until then, keep speaking, keep shining, and never give up.